All right, in this video, I'm gonna go over how exactly get landscaping customers, and you're gonna wanna watch this whole thing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Tandarich, and in my 20s, I built a 7-figure advertising agency that I still run. And in my 30s, I'm giving a lot of that information away for free on my YouTube channel and through my newsletter called The Midweek Marketer. And in my advertising agency, majority of my clients were in the home service industry, and a large portion of those clients were landscaping clients. So I have extensive experience on how to get leads for landscaping companies. The first thing that you need to understand when it comes to getting leads for your landscaping business is the customer journey. Let's pretend for a second that this is Susan. Susan's got a project that she wants to get done at her house. She wants to get a retaining wall put in. That's my retaining wall. So there you go. What Susan's gonna do is she's gonna go to Google, type in landscapers near me or best landscaper near me, and she's gonna scroll through and find the best landscaper based off reviews and based off of their website. That is a typical customer journey that most people are going to take when trying to find a landscaping company. And when it comes down to any business, you need to understand what that journey is that a customer is going to take in order to find your business. So that's the first big thing. The second big thing is lifetime value. So that's called LTV for short. Lifetime value is how much Susan is going to spend with your business over her entire span of being with your business. So she might get that retaining wall done, and that might be $5K. And then she might get some lawn cutting done. And after she's done all the cutting for years, that will be $2K. So her lifetime value is $7K. Technically, you're supposed to add expenses in and all that kind of stuff. But for this example, I'm not going to do that. So it's important to understand lifetime value when it comes to bringing in leads for your landscaping business, because if not, what's going to happen is a scenario like this. Instead of wanting a retaining wall, Susan just needs her grass cut, and it's $40 grass cut. However, you spent $100 in ads to get Susan to check out your business. So that technically means that you're out $60 right now. -60. And that sucks. But it doesn't end there. And that's the importance of understanding lifetime value, because Susan's going to get another cut and then another cut, and over a 3-year period get a cut every single week. And that's probably going to amount to about, $2 to $3K. And then, like I said, let's say Susan decides to go and get her retaining wall done with you guys. So the lifetime value, again, with Susan is $7K. So instead of looking at that first initial $60 that you lost, look at it as I spent $100 to get a customer with a lifetime value of $7K, which is a fantastic ROI. Okay, now we've gone over customer journey and lifetime value. Let's go over a couple different ways to bring in leads for your landscaping business. Okay, the first one is Google Ads. This is the main thing that my advertising agency does for service-based clients. If you're interested in working with us or want more information, check out the link in the description below. But the reason we have this as our top priority when it comes to advertising for service-based clients like landscaping businesses is because of that customer journey that I gave you with Susan. People come here and they're looking for local service businesses, and it's important to get in those first spots. Now, those first spots right now are local service ads, Google search ads, Google My Business, and then SEO. Personally, and I'm not just saying this because I run an advertising agency, but getting in those first few spots is really, really important. And Google is also pushing paid stuff way more than they're pushing organic stuff right now. So the first one, like I said, is Google Ads, but specifically Google Local Service Ads. LSA is what it's called. And what's cool about LSA is basically people call, you only get charged if it's an actual lead. You can dispute if it's a bad lead. The only tough thing about LSA is you can't get very specific with your targeting or anything. It's very broad targeting. You can't get very specific with your budget. It's very broad with that too. And it can be hard if you don't know what you're doing to get in those first few spots. And then, like I said, the next thing with Google Ads is the Google search ads. What's great about search ads is you can get very specific with your keywords, and you can get very targeted with it. You don't pay per lead, you pay per click, but you can get very targeted with those. So I'm a big proponent of just taking over those first few spots, take over the local service ad spots, take over the search ads, and then focus on Google My Business and SEO. All right, the next thing is Facebook ads. Now, thinking about this customer journey, most of the time people are just hanging out on Instagram, hanging out on Facebook, watching Netflix in the background, and they're not really like, hey, I wanna go get my landscaping done at that exact time. So the point is with running local service ads is it's important to focus on building out your brand. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is to get leads in through that Facebook ad. So running some kind of ad like, hey, you've been thinking about getting a retaining wall? Click the link here, fill in the information, and we can get you a quote. The point is you're trying to basically shake the apple tree and see what apples are going to fall out. And then that branding piece, if you have really good brand colors like orange or red or something like that really stands out, utilize a lot of that in your ads. That way, if someone ever does have landscaping needs and they go to Google and they click your ad, then they immediately see your color palette because they've seen a bunch of you on your Facebook ads. All right, the next one to bring in leads for your business is door hangers. What I suggest doing here is going and putting door hangers on 4 to 5 of the homes around the client that you just finished work for. Take Susan again as an example. You spent $100 to get Susan. Susan did, let's say, the retaining wall, so that's $2,000, and then you hung door hangers on the homes, 4 or 5 homes around Susan's house. Guess what? You got another retaining wall project out of that. So that's another $2,000. So technically, you spent $100, got Susan, spent a little bit more for the door hangers, and put those up on the doors, and then you got another $2,000 project. So through that ad, you got Susan and then another retaining wall project because you did the door hangers. So door hangers are huge. It also plays into the keeping up with the Joneses piece where a lot of neighbors are like, oh, you got a retaining wall or you got this huge, awesome landscape project done. I want to get that done because I want to keep up with the Joneses. Door hangers is another huge thing to bring in leads for your landscaping business. All right, number 4 is interacting in local Facebook groups. Most of the time people go to Google to find a landscaping company, but sometimes people go in the local Facebook groups and goes, hey, who's a local landscaper that I can use to build my retaining wall? And you want to be in there interacting with that post to potentially land that project. Now, the only negative I will say with this strategy is it's time consuming. It's not really reliable because you're just waiting on people to post about it. And then also you're going up against a bunch of other competitions and you're like, hey, pick me. And then everyone else is like, hey, pick me. And you don't really have an opportunity to really stand out there. But where it can get super powerful is if you go and create your own local Facebook group, but make it look organic. What I mean by that is this. Let's say you're in the Nashville, Tennessee area and you create a Facebook group called Overheard in Nashville. Mentions nothing about your business, mentions nothing about that kind of stuff. But what you can do is because you're the admin, you can bring people into it and it looks organic. And then you're able to put posts out about your business or say, hey, this group is sponsored by your landscaping company. And then you potentially have thousands of people in your area that are customers that could potentially work with you, but you are in control of that data instead of trying to jump into another Facebook group and maybe get your posts approved. Here's the deal. I've only seen this executed once, because most of the time people don't take advantage of that execution because it takes time. However, in that execution that I've seen once, it has been a massive success for that business. And so don't be the person that doesn't take this advice and do something with it. Be the person that takes the action and does something with it and gets the results. All right, the next one is an SEO hack that no one's talking about right now that pretty much gets you on the first page every single time. And that is the Reddit SEO hack. Personally, I really like this one and I've done it with a couple clients. I've done it for myself with my businesses. But what you do is you go to Reddit, you find a subreddit like Nashville, Tennessee or Overheard Nashville, Tennessee page. And then what you do is you post in there acting like someone that's looking for a landscaping company. Who's the best landscaping company in Nashville, Tennessee? And then put a little description and let everyone comment underneath. If you want, you can come in through another Reddit account and act like you're the business and comment underneath. But give it about a week or a couple days, let everyone comment, and then go back in and put thanks everyone, or put edit, thanks everyone. I ended up going with your company name and put the website. The reason this works really well right now is Google is basically scraping Reddit, finding this type information with the keywords, and then pushing it on the first page of Google. So landscaper in Nashville, Tennessee is the keyword. You include that in the title of your post on that subreddit. So guess what? Google saw that and has pushed it to the top of their Google page for that keyword. Now you have to be strategic with this because you have to find the exact keywords that Google pushes the Reddit posts more than just anything else. So be strategic with it, but it's very easily, as soon as you post it, can get on the first page of Google. The last way to bring in landscaping leads is referrals. Now, I'm not just saying this to be like everyone else. It's like, hey, get referrals for your landscaping business. Great. Everyone does that. Who cares? I'm saying it like this. Every single day, go and personally text 3 to 5 of your past clients. Just check in on the project that you did for them. Check in to see how they're doing. And then go for the ask and say, hey, if you know anyone that would be interested in landscaping work or this or that I'm providing, I will give you a $100 Target gift card or a $50 Target gift card, whatever you're comfortable with. And I will give that to every single person that you refer to me. The reason I'm saying this is very few businesses are personal. So sending that personalized text or personal phone call, and then very few people go for the ask. Very, very few. People are afraid that the client's going to say no, or it's going to make them look bad or something like that. Go for the ask. You don't know until you ask. I have clients that do this exact strategy of sending that personalized text out every single day, and they bring in an additional 20 to 30 grand for their business every single month just through that strategy. All right, so those are my top ways to bring in leads for your landscaping business. If you want someone to help you with the Google ads and the Facebook ads, my agency would love to help you with that. We also do website designs too, so we could take a look at your website and give you some advice on that. If you're interested, check out the link in the description below. I have videos on there from clients that have done work with us and how happy they are from the results that they've gotten. So check out the link in the description below, fill out the form on the website, and we'll set up a time to meet. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. You can check out my last video that I did here, or I will see you in the next one.